A RUCKUS clutch consists of two clutch pads, one here and one here. They are held to this steel plate on the back, right here, by two pins. And this is one of the pins right here that doesn't come out, and here's the other pin that doesn't come out. Now the Dio clutches the same way, except on the Dio clutches they have three what are called arms. This only has two arms. And the way the clutch works, it's very simple, okay? When the clutch is in the clutch bell, just like this, okay, the clutch bell moves because it's connected to the, well, actually, the clutch bell doesn't move. It's the clutch moves, but it doesn't catch on this bell. When the clutch catches on this bell, the engine power is connected to the transmission. That's why you have an idle until you give it more gas. Now, when you give it more gas or more petrol or whatever you want to call it, this clutch spins. Now think of like a not a Ferris wheel, a spinning wheel in a playground where they have centrifugal force that wants to throw everything out. The faster and faster you go. Well, that's where the springs come in. The faster that this is spun, the more the clutch plates want to move apart. As they move apart, these two pads, this pad and this other pad on the other side, catch the edges of the clutch bell and transfer power from the motor to the rear wheel. As you let off power, the clutch slows down, and as it slows down, it compresses because it doesn't have the centrifugal force trying to throw it out. As it contracts, the pads right here move away from the sides of the clutch bell. When that does that, you go into an idle state. Now, a lot of things have been said about, well, you can get different size springs. You can get different tension springs so you can have a longer idle, or that it will hold it in so you can really rev up the engine before the stronger springs will hold the clutch in and keep it from grabbing the clutch bell. That's what it does, it grabs. The stock springs work really well, and they're connected right from right here to right here. Getting these off, I have videos on how to get them off. They're really a pain in the ass if you don't know how to do them, especially if you're putting on tough springs. It looks easy, it's not. But I mean, it can be done, that's no problem. With these, there are two springs. With the Dio regular Elite, there are three springs. You can buy them in sets. What these springs do is adjust the idle, or how much idle that you have before the clutch catches and the power is applied. The large spring, what it does is keeps the clamshell closed or in low gear until it gets enough centrifugal force to open and allow the belt to ride on the lower part right here. That's where you get your springs that are 1,000 RPM stall, or 2,000. They're the yellow ones, the red ones, the blue ones, the black ones. And you have to decide how you want to do this by the way you ride. I weigh 200 pounds, I'm an old man. There may be some, fantastic Japanese or Asian riders that are 120 pounds, and it would be a totally different deal for them as far as when to apply the power. But by adjusting the springs in the rear here and the main center spring and the variator weights in the front, you can tell the motor when to apply power as far as on the low end, top end, or medium end. Okay.